This will be the tutorial for lesson number 10, drawing shapes with loops. Let's go ahead and begin with number 1, which is a video. And since you are in 4th grade, you have probably seen this video in 3rd grade and probably even in 2nd grade. I strongly encourage you to watch it again, however, as more of it will make sense now than it has in the past. When you are ready, please click continue at the bottom of the screen. Here is number 2. So the directions are, what a lovely day. Help the artist cover his flowers before the winter by moving forward by 60 pixels. So most of you, if you are a gardener or if you know someone who's a gardener, if they plant certain types of flowers on their property, usually around wintertime, it is possible to put a type of a plastic film that goes on top of them. And therefore, even though the temperature may get down to freezing, that cover may protect the plant. And so that's what we're doing here right now. He's putting a cover over the plants. Now, I do want you to notice that this puzzle has a 3-block limit, and we've already used 2 of them, and there's 2 of them right there. So your job is literally to add 1 block. The directions are, help the artist cover his flowers before the winter by moving forward by 60 pixels. So we're going to move forward by 60 pixels, and this first block that says set width to 60 is what's going to make the line nice and thick. So just click run, and that's it. That's all they wanted for this puzzle. Click continue, and here is number 3. So the same garden as before, but this time, first I can notice that you will very likely notice that each of these pieces is colored, but also that there's more than one. Before there was just one, now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time we have a 7-block limit, and the set width block is still there. Please do not move it. Do not change the number in any way. This is the block that determines how thick the line is. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add 6 of these for each of the one for each of the lines. However, in order to make them a different color, we are going to use the set color random color. Now this block is very, very special because when I connect it to this program, this number will not increase. It will not go to number 3. Check this out. Notice how it still says 2. So this block does not count towards the count in your program. However, once I do this, because it does say set color, random color, it means that when I click run, the first line will be a random color. We have no way of anticipating what color it's going to be. Okay, if I do it again, it's going to be different. Every single time you do it, it will be a different random color. But we need to do that 6 total times. So let's continue. And somebody should already be noticing that we're getting closer and closer to our 7-block limit. But every time I add a set color, random color, it does not add to my numbers, because at this point I've definitely got more than 7 blocks, and yet it looks like we're still at 6. So I need one more. Let's see how far we are at this point. Yeah, we've got it. Go ahead and click continue and move on to number 4. So this is a review of how to use the repeat loop. And since you are 4th grade, you have had quite a bit of practice with the repeat loop. I encourage you to watch this video when you have a chance and then click continue. And so here you'll notice we have essentially the same puzzle as we did just a moment ago, but a moment ago we ended up with quite a few blocks here. Well, we're going to do the exact same thing as a moment ago, except we're only going to use a total of 4 blocks. And there's only one way to have a character do a lot of things using very few blocks, and that is by using a repeat loop. Now, inside the repeat loop, we're going to include the set color, random color, and the move forward by 60, and that's it. That's it, nothing else. This brings us to a total of 4 out of 4, and here this is what it looks like. Right, click continue when you're ready. Here's number 6. And again, we do have a 5-block limit, which means we're going to have to use a repeat loop. We are going to have to use the set color, random color, except I don't know what else. I know that if I add a move forward then the character will draw a line a total of 4 times in this case. But what should he do? If he draws the first line, when he gets to this corner, what should he do? He should turn right. So we're going to grab a turn right and put it right there. This brings us to 5 out of 5. There is one more thing that we have to change, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this, and then you can anticipate what the change will be. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, the problem, of course, is that he didn't complete the star because he only went 4 lines, and it should have been 5. So change that number in the loop to a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Click continue when you're ready. This will be puzzle number 7, and this will be the last one on this tutorial. And it looks like it's got a staircase, or some students would identify this as a zigzag. And so as far as coding is concerned, a staircase or a zigzag pattern requires exactly 4 moves. Again, we're going to leave the set width block by itself. Do not move this. Do not change it. 4 blocks will create this step pattern. And the first one will be a move block, and then a turn right block, and then a move block again. And the last one will be a turn, but it'll be opposite of the first one. So since this one says turn right, the last one will be turn left. Now I'm going to go ahead and click run. And what I want you to notice is that he's going to start drawing the first step, but by the time he is done and on this last block, he will look the way that he does right here, but he'll just happen to be down here. Take a look. Notice how he drew that last line and he turned? That's right. So that was one whole step. All 4 of these blocks create one entire step. And you can see from the picture that there are 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Now you are given a 7 block limit, so you can just keep repeating these blocks if you want to. But what I'm going to do is add a repeat loop. And because there are 3 steps, we're going to leave that as a 3, and we're just going to put all 4 of the blocks inside. 1, 2, and 3 steps. Now this is where we are going to stop with this tutorial. Please make sure that every bubble from number 1 all the way to number 7 are bright green. And if that is the case, then you are welcome to turn off code.